All right. And this is part two, and you won't have to hear me or see me mine for 9 minutes before I realized that my audio was off. It's on, baby. Let me move this to the side over here. All right, here we go. Numero dos. And why isn't this working with my controller? Hold on. Here we go. So, this game is crazy. Last time I was talking about making a build with just a basic hit, basically a no skill build, and I have achieved it. I have done it. Let me see what I got on me. My weight is pretty low, so I'm gonna go through the game so you can see the actual build in action, and then I'll guide you through the build afterwards. It's gonna be pretty quick. It should be quick. As you can see on the left side, all the passive skills that I have, it's a crazy build, and I still got to finish it. It's not even done, but it's really good. So let's go. So I'm gonna start with this first cave. We're just gonna run. I could just run through it, honestly. It's more like a speed run now. But when you're playing the game, you know, when you first up to this first area, like, you know. So there's only one skill I have, and that's because the shield comes with it. And I actually like it. And it's like a iframe kind of thing where you won't get hurt. So check it out. But it's like for 1 second. So see, I didn't get hit there. It's pretty dope. See, I got hit. Whenever you see the blue health, that means I actually got hit. When you see the blue numbers. And I like this game. Like we're talking about, like I almost got 40 hours on it. Like people said it's slow. Look, the thing with this game, you can set up how you want your character. You could be mad fast. You could be faster than this, I think. So all this is the thing that's hard about this game. There's really no build guides. There's like really nothing showing you like what would be the best build, or you know, anything like that. I thought of a build and I made it, and that's what I was talking about before I left. I think it was yesterday I streamed this, and I was like, yeah, I want a powerful build that I could, you know, become real strong with like basic attack. I wonder if that's possible. It is possible. Look at that. Just took him out like nothing. So it's pretty dope. I'm trying to get. I'm gonna talk about this build right now, actually, so you don't have to sit here and if you're like, if you don't know anything about this game and you just want to make the build, it's not that hard. It's I wouldn't say it's easy. I wouldn't say it's that hard. It all depends your luck and how much time you put on it. This sword is the sword that you get at the end of the game, but you can do this with any sword. Like the original sword I had was let me see, I think it was the vessel sword that I beat the game with. Yeah, this vessel sword. And you could also do it with so this is the vessel sword. So it's got like 6 slots. And then the blood-soaked cleaver. This one's another good one. So any one of those. It just depends what you want to do. One of the best weapons in the game for me personally that I thought was the best is the chainsaw. I had this chainsaw. I have 2 versions of it. I think I deconstructed one to get my materials back, because I'm probably gonna make this into another build. It's like a poison build, which is pretty good. So I had stun and poison. It was crazy. So there's like whatever builds you could come up with the gear, like you can come up with some crazy builds. So this crazy build, it's based on crit. So of course I stack these up, because you can stack these, and basically, you know, with this, so damage against targets with burn always becomes critical damage, right? I got double whammy. Look at this bracelet. This is crazy. Like, to get stuff like this is not easy, but you can get like 2, and then you can get 2 of these. But getting these exact bracelets, that just comes to like RNG. That's gonna be you grinding and playing the game and getting these crazy, like, I'm pretty sure all the bracelets could drop, like anything you use in the game could drop with like extra slots in it. So we got double whammy, deal extra damage to targets in stun, poison, burn, and sleep state. So anything that you basically status, you can use this build with. Now this, when inflicting critical damage, there is a 35% chance to deal extra damage equivalent to 35 of the target's max HP. Stacked. So this is a very broken build I've made, that I can use any weapon I want as long as it has any type of status on it. Like, I could just use it. My shield, it gives me 15% speed, activates thief stance regardless of equipping shield. Shadow steps, like I said, dodge the attack, become invincible for about 1 second. But it cancels out if you attack or use any other spell, which, I mean, come on, it's 1 second. Like, you could just wait that 1 second. And then I have Crystal Veil, which prevents poison, burn, and sleep. So it's pretty powerful. It's a pretty crazy build. And I like the game because it just lets you do whatever you want. Like, it, you know, like, I just thought about this build. I was like, oh man, I want to build like this. And boom, the game let me made it. I made it. Like, so I'm pretty sure whatever build ideas you know you have in your head, you could probably pull it off. I was gonna call this my no skill build because you literally have no skills, but then I have just 1 skill on it, which is like my iframe, you know, dodge. Like, oh, and the crazy part is, the faster you are, the faster that comes back. So my speed, if you look on the right side, I'm at 181. I did have it up to 200, but that's with the rings. So I would have to, my goal is to get all the rings that you see that are purple. I'm trying to get them all like yellow, like the SSR. And that, again, that's RNG. That's just you running through the game and, you know, getting lucky with those drops. But this is the place to do it. This specific dungeon here, you can get through it pretty quick if you just run past everything. and look for the exit. Of course, the thing with this game is the catch is every time you're in the game, you're level 1, and you have to like level up gradually, you know. Let's see what I got here. Nothing good. So it's just sometimes you're gonna end up with like really good stuff. Sometimes you're gonna end up with crap, but typically the all the best stuff that I've gotten is at the end of this. And the last level, the last difficulty is where you want to farm for like very specific gear. Oh, and it's not even over after that. Oh, I gotta show you that. There's an even harder mode, which is called Battle Road or something like that. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm trying to get a build that could compete with that difficulty. Like, it's insane. So usually I'm just trying to just get to the end as quick as possible. Go through the, what is this, 13 floors. I usually buy potions here. And for this level, I'll get one of these. So, and see, these things, you can just buy them and then break them down. So anything you see here. Sometimes she will have yellow stuff. It's very rare for her to have them. But she will have like bracelets, shields, rings. It's very rare though. Like, I've maybe seen like 3 in my whole time, and I'm talking about like almost 40 hours of playing this game, which I'm surprised that I've been playing for so long. Like, I didn't think I was gonna like this, you know, to this point where I'm, you know, going crazy with it. I thought I was gonna, you know, play it and then get bored. And I started with playing the demo of this a while back before it officially released. And I remember them, you know, adding updates after updates, adding stuff, you know. And I was like, oh man, it's getting better than, you know, what it was. And now it's pretty dope. Like, you have an endless mode, but the sad part is you can't bring your gear. Like, you have to do it without your gear. Like, you have to, like, it's straight up whatever you find in the dungeon, which is still pretty cool. It's a pretty cool idea. I've seen people get to ridiculous numbers, like, of floors, which is kind of nuts. So you could literally play this till you beat the record, or, you know, till you put yourself on the leaderboard if that's your goal. They have like dates when people do it. So it's pretty crazy. Oh, I fell off. Hey, what's up, Lauren? So it's nice. I like this game a lot. I think it's on sale now. I'm not sure if it's still. I got it for like, I think it was like $9, and it's definitely worth the price. That's good to hear. I'm doing good. I got this game, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hooked on it. I've been playing it for, I think, 2 days now. And at first I was like, I didn't know if I wanted to get it because the reviews like aren't very good, and you could barely find information on this game. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't get it, but then I was like, I'm gonna get it because I like the demo version that I played. And here I am 40 hours later still playing it. Which everybody that gives it a review played it for like an hour, maybe 2. I think there's one dude that spent 89, and even the developers was like, hey, thank you for playing my game for that long. You know? Oh, man. So it's a pretty nice game. It's one of those games that it doesn't really tell you anything, but it does explain when you're messing with the game. So it says like look up synergy, and you can look up the stuff for whatever combo you want to use. And I made my own build. I was like scouring to YouTube like when I first got this game to see if, you know, what's the best build, what's the best weapon. Couldn't find anything. And I was like, I want to make something like this. I want to make something that does this, and I did it. So I like a game that you can do that with. Like you could just be like, oh, I wonder if I could make this, and then you go and make it. So I like games like this that you can do that with. Look at this. Look how quick I take this boss out. He has a finish mechanic. He's not even going to get to finish it. There's like a whole mechanic where you have to run out the way. I made my guy so strong, he doesn't even have that mechanic. His mechanic is over with. The mechanic doesn't exist. Now with the power I have. Beat him in what was it, 6 minutes they gave me? I beat him in 5 minutes or something. It's crazy what you can do in this game. And I wish there was more people playing it so that I can see what kind of like builds they have. I've even went into Japanese like players trying to play, but everybody's using the little like tutorial type guide thing, like where they're playing the beginning, and I'm like, I want to see the end. I want to see end game. I want to see builds. Even the person that made the game, they're like, oh, you can use this, but they blocked everything they use. I'm like, no, I want to see your build. So I couldn't even get the information from that. But maybe it's top secret. Maybe they got a broken build. I don't know. I think my build is pretty broken too, though. I haven't done any of that. I haven't done anything because I usually I'm in a point where I'm streaming randomly at random hours, and I don't even have a schedule. So most of the people that watch my channel, they come in rarely while I'm streaming, or they'll come in while I'm streaming. There's like 4 or 5 people. So I have to make a schedule and do all those things. I used to have it, like we're talking about like maybe 2-3 years ago, when I was streaming every day and everybody knew what time I was coming on. But then I just stopped, and I got to find a perfect time to like tell people when I'm coming on. And I was playing one game for a long time. I was playing a racing game, a drift game. And now I play whatever I want. And I find these little weird games. Oh, that's pretty cool. That sounds pretty cool. I've met a couple of people on here that actually do that. I added them to the Discord. They showed me their portfolio. It's pretty cool. But I haven't done anything yet. Like, I haven't fixed anything or have anybody worked on anything yet. until I make it to the point where I'm comfortable and I can like set up a schedule and be consistent. I guess that's when I would do it. I have a Discord. I'll have to link it in a second. Hold on. Let me pause this. I have to get in there. And usually that's why I talk to most people. Whenever I'm on. Whenever I am on. Oh wait, I forgot to take the caps off my thing. Yeah, I got a keyboard on top of my desk, and it's so uncomfortable to type on this. Like, I mean, an actual piano on top under my where my keyboard is, so everything's a mess. Let me invite you to this. This should work. And that's my Discord. And you could add me there. Let me see, what is this? Ooh. I'm trying to get that poison. Damn, didn't give it to me. So it's cool if when you get certain weapons, certain items, you can break them down and hopefully get those moves as scrolls. I think, didn't I send it here? Hold on. I did send it here, but let me see. Hold on. That's kind of weird that it didn't come out. It should have came out there. There we go. All right. I'm always running to find the exit just to quickly do this. Without having that much level on this. Oh, I fell through the map. Which isn't that great of an idea when you're trying to fight the boss fight. I try to keep my inventory clean. Let me see if I can find the main exit. Should be over here. I don't know how I'm missing it. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. I'll keep that on me right now. Most of the time I'll level up. That's why I don't worry about my health that much. It's only when you're fighting a boss that, you know, that really matters. Okay, I'll find an exit here. So basically I'm at the boss. This is the last boss. Let me make sure I got that. Oh, let me make sure I got some. I should get some of these. And I forget that sometimes she does have like yellow gear, but it's super rare. I'm trying to find the exit again. You can get drops from here and like taking your time taking these enemies out. I should have watched for some to see if I can find the exit here. Go through like almost every corner here. Didn't see it. I found it. fell down. Let me take this potion. I had, when I used the life steal build, I don't even have to use potions. Yeah, I'm like confused which way this thing is going. It's not even moving. I got on the wrong one. Some of these parts are confusing because you think you're on it and you're not. So see, that's another thing I failed to like see when I was watching the guy play, like how much attack he has, the speed, the defense, all that stuff. Like keeping in mind how like your level in the dungeon itself. Ooh, I hope I didn't mess up. Yeah, I can use some of this stuff. So even if I did. Okay, this is moving back now, though. I forget to heal a lot, but that's because I take things out so quick that I usually level up pretty quick, so it's kind of like I forget to do it. Let's see. Trying to see if she's got anything good. Ooh, you see this one right here. This is what I'm talking about. It's rare to find things like that. I'm gonna buy this. It's rare to find things in her shop like this. But if you keep an eye out, you could make builds out of it. That's pretty much it. Here's the boss battle. Oh, before I drink my potion, I'll just... I think my potion's done. No, it's almost done. Oh, I gotta wait a second. Oh, I fell. I gotta wait till... There we go. He is baiting. I go here. Pretty much get the same thing. I mean, you have to like farm for a while to see something new. So all 3 dungeons in a half an hour. It's pretty crazy. And then I'm gonna show you the hard stuff because that's the game wanting you to play, and then you have a crazier. Yes, it gets crazier. Let me put this away. Put this away. Oh, I guess that could be used for like a build where I'm like using. I could break that down. This is the same thing, but this is what I would use in the beginning. If you don't find anything like this, you could literally have this. This is not even rare. And then this, you get this too, which is the same thing as this whammy. But it'll have 2. I just have the extreme version with 3 on them. Which I believe it had 2 slots. And it had 1 free slot, and I just slotted in that. And I think the whammy too had 2 slots, and I just slapped in a triple whammy. Let me see. Yeah, I'm trying to put my weight down. Oh, that's the wrong one that I got actually. I was trying to get the 100%. I ended up buying something else. Yeah, I could take that out. Take that out. I'll break it down. I'll put this away for now. I think that's it. Then I can just put the scrolls back. And I'm good. So this is the hard part here. So I think you can carry 10. Yeah, so I've done 3. This one's insane. I'm gonna show you how crazy this one is. These 2 are not that bad for the build I have right now, but this, oh my god, this is on another level. So let me see how heavy I am first of all. Oh, I don't need this. So I could only bring. Oh, let me put those away. Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, I'm gonna need some like potions. That's the only thing I really need. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I haven't beaten the second boss. I've beaten luckily the first, but it's tough. You'll see how crazy it is. This to show you how insane it is. So I'm gonna level up. I think I don't need it. This is how insane this is right now. And this is the second boss. Woo! The whole thing he does. Ooh. Let me. Ooh. Oh, there's nowhere to go. Oh my god, I survived. Oh, I still gotta wait. I'll hold off on that. This is my last one. I haven't beaten this thing at all. Oh, it's over. Woo! I don't have anything. That was close. I got so close. Oh my god. Yeah. That's the game right now. Oh. That is what I'm dealing with. And it's crazy because I have 2 more. And this is like endless. So you can go and play endlessly. So this person got to 261 floor, okay, on the 11th, 27th, right? So it keeps track of the year, the months, all that. And then this is Ultimate Battle Road Clear Time Leaderboard. 45 seconds. What build are they using? I don't know. I have no idea. I've been trying to find, like I said, I've been trying to find build videos, and I haven't found nothing on this game. But it is insane what you could do from what I've done. Let me show you one of the weapons that I got right now that I'm kind of working on a build. Oh wait, no, I took it off. I still got to work on it, but the idea was I started working on it and I put some other stuff on it, and I made a build where you got stunned, so I would stun the enemy, and on top of them being stunned, they would get poisoned, which is crazy. So what I'm trying to do, let me see if I can find it here. I need more. So I think I could put 4. Yeah, I think it's 4 or 5. So I'm gonna put either 4 or 5, whatever I can put on the blade, and then, you know, to build it up to what, 50%, depending on how many I can get. And then now with the double whammy and the crit is gonna be insane if I mix it with fire. The thing is, that crazy move right here, this right here, that damage against targets with burn always become critical damage. That's like one of the strongest things right now in the game that I found, unless they make something else that I find something else that can do something similar to this. I wish I don't know if there is something in the game that could do that yet. I've only had this game for like 3 days or 4 days or whatever, and I played it basically non-stop since I've been hooked trying to get better gear. So I run this dungeon, like I said. Let me see how much gear I got right now. I run this dungeon and I literally run through it just to get to the end to better my rings and whatever gear I can get. So I suggest, like, if you're playing this game and you're like stuck and you're like, oh man, where can I get the best gear? Hands down, this dungeon, running through it. In the beginning is gonna be tough. Like the boss, you have to make, in order to beat that boss cleanly, you have to make a platform for yourself. You have to. Like, there's no way. Like when you're like low level and you have no gear and your gear sucks, it's so hard to beat him if you don't do that. And what makes it harder too, the longer you take, the more enemies pop up at the end. So that even makes it harder. But the thing that was taking me out was that final blow, like the final stomp that he would do. Other than that, I mean, all you gotta do is take your time with that fight. But I mean, look at me, I finally made this build that I wanted to make with. I don't touch those blue chests. Normally they don't have anything. Something that I'm looking for, at least. I don't remember if a yellow's ever dropped in this dungeon. I don't remember seeing one, but maybe. I know definitely on the third dungeon, if you take your time, you'll get yellows. So I know this is not the most powerful build that I can make. This is basically the most basic build that I can make, which feels strong to me. Like, you know, these probably have something good in it. That one's good if you're looking for that shield and you can put 3 things of that, but I have a shield, I think it's called the Vessel Shield too, and it had 4 of those, and for this playstyle that I'm using right now, it was like useless. It didn't help. So another thing that I'm curious about is these books. You get them in purple and you get them in blue, and I think if you stick to only purple, like leave the blues behind, don't put anything other than the purple one, you could reach a weapon plus 20, maybe. I got to test that out also, because this, it shows you adds 1 to 3, and then the other one is I think is 1 to 6 or something like that. So the possibilities of getting really high ranked gear by doing that is possible. And I noticed that because I was messing with different weapons and I was using those books and using the purple ones, and one of my weapons became, which is, I think is the one I'm using now. No, yeah, it's the shield. It got to 17 when one of my other shields was 16. So I'm like, oh man, I wonder if, you know, that's because I used this, you know, only purples or whatever, and I didn't really notice it that much. So that's another thing I'll keep my eye on. I'm gonna have to use one of these. So once you could get that sword, I mean, it's pretty much over. One sword I would keep an eye out is the chainsaw. That thing is no joke. Oh, what? Did I get stunned? I don't know if I got stunned. I'm not supposed to get stunned. Look how much gold. I think that's how much gold I have, not how much I lost. Let me see. I think that's how much I got, actually. But I lost a lot of gold there either way. Yeah, that's how much I had. If you play on hard, I think you could actually lose items. It tells you in the beginning, like, when you're about to start the game, like, you can change it later on, but in the beginning, before you start the game, it tells you what are the penalties. So I think on actual hard, you can lose gear that you have on you. So what I'm trying to do right now is, like I said, my setup, I'm trying to make all these yellow. Like, all these rings have basically the same thing, but just, that's going to take time. Like I said, it's just the randomness of the game. And let's see, this, I don't think I could, I don't know, maybe in the harder difficulties, maybe there's something where this thing drops yellow, maybe, and I'll have like 4 slots, 5 slots, I don't know. 4 slots would be broken though. Like, it's already broken. It's already broken that you could be lucky enough to find these with 3 slots in them. So if you're lucky enough to, you know, if you're patient, I would say that would be the thing. Because at first I was looking at this, and what this is, if you look at it and you go to the list over here, it tells you everything that build needs. So that's what that is. So you can make those builds, and then I'm guessing the ranking of it, like the level of it, will determine the rarity of it. So I think when you start is green, and then blue, and purple, and then maybe yellow. I don't know if you'll get yellow out of these though. I haven't finished one. I haven't bothered to finish one because the build that I made, you can see right there, okay, the one move he did where it's like an explosive move, and these are level 20s, right? So with the build that I made, let me see if I find the because I got so many, because I tend to keep the blades because I don't know what I'm gonna go with. This one, okay, so this is mixed with fire, and then it falls into my build. So my build, this build is like, you can use whatever weapon, you just have to make it work for this build. So look at that, already 210. So it's already better than the build that the game put. Just basic hits, which is insane. And then you use that. And then what's also crazy, this build, if you look at it, if you look at the sword, this is determined, okay, deals 3 quick attacks with a force of 25, 25, 35. So all targets in front absorb 15% of damage dealt as HP from each attack. So 15%. So that means if your overall attack is crazy, which means if you can maybe change the rings to attack, because it's for each attack, I'm guessing, right? Maybe put all attack rings. This is just another idea that I'm having right now, and put all attack rings and then put some health rings and have like a nice mix of those. Your 15% will be higher because you'll be dishing out more damage. But I mean, with this setup, I don't see it going higher than that. Like, I could probably beat the game, the 3 mazes with this alone. Let me see how much I got. Yeah, I'm pretty sure with just this alone, I can run through this. Like the third, the second, of course the first. But I'm pretty sure there's nothing in it, like, you know. Let me see, hold on. I'm not dodging, that's the thing too. I'm just straight up in their faces. I'm trying to see how much tankiness I have, which is not a lot, so I would have to move. But the reason, one of the main reasons this is not working that great right now is because Usually I pair this with, I'll show you right now. Which I showed my nephew, and then it's kind of broken, but then at the same time, you don't dish the amount of damage that you need to. Where is it at? I think it's a bracelet. Which this one will work too. This one would work with that because if your HP is more than 80%, increase attack by 8, which it's not that bad, but it doesn't say percentage, it says 8, so it could be 8 points. With the rings, I should try with the rings. Let me see. I'm curious to find out right now to see if it'll work. So I got 1. 2, 3. All right. So let me take this speed off. Let me put the attack on. Yeah, so I would take the speed off. Attack on. And I have 1 more. So let me see. Attack. Attack. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, and then why do I still got speed on? Take this off. Put another attack. Oh wait. So HP would have to be the one. So I got HP, 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 attack, 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 attack. So it's like a nice little mixture, but these would be, you know, generally probably yellow. And you could already see, look at the health. And then with a nice mixture, like if I was to have another one of these, like these 2 things, I would probably keep these. And then maybe put in the, there's a, I'll show you the scroll. Blessings. So increase health by effect by 50. So you can stack 2 of these to 100. I mean, there's no telling how much health you'll have. Like, you could have a crazy, I mean, right now with what I did is insane right there. This is pretty nuts right here. So that's what I'm talking about. This game is just about how you can mix things up and like you figuring things out so you make some crazy whatever you want is nuts. That's why I love games where they give you the freedom to do whatever you want. So and then the more you level up, obviously the more health you're gonna have. See, the problem here is having him catch fire. So you would have to have something. Maybe the shield. I would probably do that. The shield that whenever you get hurt, they catch on fire. There's a shield that you can put that move on. Because you don't get that much health unless they're burning, and if they could burn, these guys can't really burn. I mean, they're dragons, they're the ones doing the burning. Yeah, on the dummy it works so much better because of the type of enemy. So this is the worst enemy to try. These guys probably. Yeah, see, so he's burning. Anything that burns, a fire dragon obviously is not gonna burn. Which would probably work really good against the bosses. It works against these rock guys. Oh, let me go this way. And then it tells you the weaknesses of the enemy. I'm pretty sure with a little bit of time and a little bit of like wrapping my head what would be the best thing to put on this, I'd probably make a nice build. Like this is just right now. I just thought of it and I was like, okay, let me just do it right now. But with some more thinking behind it, I'll probably make a crazy build. Because there's a build. I think there's so many things that you can use, especially for like when you don't have health. I just have to like look at it, and it's like a puzzle. Like you're putting the pieces together. Oh, it's about to fall. I should have moved away from everything. Oh, that is insane right there. Yeah, it's the fire dragons that are pretty much giving me a hard time. I just want to see if it's possible to take this thing. Yeah, I don't even want that right now. Take that out of there. There's a potion too. There's like, I'm telling you, there's so many things. There's a thing called Herbalist, which doubles the amount of time that you can see. On the dummy it works great because he burns. That's the only reason it works. But I'm pretty sure with a different build, like with something more specific, it'll go crazy. I would have to think of like a vampire build. I don't know what I would call it, but don't think he's supposed to feel. Prevents poison, burn, and sleep. Yeah, I don't know what that's. Maybe that's just slow. Whatever that is, they're hitting me with. Anything that's fire is just a no-go with this build. So it's just like when in every game, everything has its, you know, weaknesses. I have to find out the weakness for that second boss. If I find the weakness for that boss, it's over. I'm gonna grab it just to see. See, this is another one right here. So you could get lucky. This could be for like a stun something. Sudden strike, a bracelet that occasionally inflicts stun when attacking. So like if you make a stun build, I'm gonna keep that. Maybe you could just keep them. You can keep all the enemies knocked out. They can't move. I don't know if you would be able to do that with bosses, but ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna take this right now. Oh my god. I was like, yo, am I gonna survive this? I need to make a build centered around each, whatever it is that you're gonna do, you gotta make a build. But I'm pretty sure if I was careful, I could have made it work. Let's see. I gotta make a nice build for that. Something that's specific for that situation. Oh yeah, I think I put it away. And then also too, the level, let me see. The level I think is maxed out for this sword, the one I'm using, but for this one, it's still at 6, so it's kind of a little weaker. Let me see. And that's about it for right now. I mean, this is the little build I got right now going. And it's, I mean, you see what I did with it within a half an hour. I beat these 3 levels. I have to find what the weakness for that fire boss is, and then I can, you know, build accordingly to beat these things. Other than that, I just gotta enjoy this and see what's the highest. I think I tried it one or two times. I got to like level 7, floor 7. But I'm enjoying the hell out of this game. I didn't think I was, and I am. And I've been on for an hour in this game, and I'm out. That's it. Friday Night Scares. I'm gonna be playing. I don't know. I picked up a couple, so I got to see which one. But there's one that sounds cool. It's about an intern that has to go to pick up something, but the house turns out to be haunted, and it's like creepy. I don't know how creepy, how scary it's gonna be. I don't know, that's a possibility. Then there's one with a forest, so it depends what I'm gonna pick. That's why I call my Friday Night Scare and don't put a title on it till if I pick a game and the game turns out to be good, because sometimes I'll put the name of the game and I'll play and then I'll get stuck in the first 3-4 minutes, and then I don't like to watch guides or anything on video games. So it's kind of painful to sit there and be stuck in a game. And if I call it Friday Night Scares, I could just bump to another game, and you know, it's just easier that way. But I don't know, I'm going to be playing during the week, probably playing different games. Friday night, I'm trying to find a way where I can stamp the time officially. I'm thinking maybe like 9 or 8. And for the week, I don't know. I got to find a good stamp of like a time, a schedule that I can constantly keep. But I'm out for now. Anyway, I'm out.